Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are just getting ready. This is a get ready with me. I have shopped my stash intentionally for things that I bought but have never used. So we're gonna be getting ready, just chatting with each other, but I'm also gonna give you some I guess first impressions on older products that have been out, but I have yet to try. I just haven't gotten to them. So we created this look with the products. We've got things from everything from e.l.f. drugstore all the way to Indie, Kyle of Beauty. We've got Jacqueline Cosmetics, Buxom, Nabla, Nomad Cosmetics. I feel like I have a wide range of stuff in this video. So yeah, if you're interested in that, keep on watching. And before we get too far into the video, guys, I am only 1 subscriber away from my next goal on my channel, 350 subscribers. So let me know down in the comments what you would like to see Wesley and I do. He made an agreement when I started my channel that for every 50 subscribers he would do a video with me. So let me know in the comments what you think we should do since we're so close to that, and of course click that subscribe button because I will also be doing a giveaway when we get to 350 subscribers, and I've been stockpiling some Lunar Beauty, some ColourPop amazing finds that you can enter in the giveaway if you're subscribed. So on that note, let's go back to before I did all this. I was looking kind of rough at the beginning of this video, I'm not gonna lie, forewarning, but I'll show you how we can get to this point even when you're having a little bit of a rough morning. So let's get into it. All right, so I've got all my new wares here in a box. And we're gonna try to work some magic here. I randomly somehow broke a blood vessel in my neck here. I've got a zit on my brow bone. How is that possible? And you know, lots of hormone things going on. So we're gonna see if we have anything that can help spruce us up a little bit here. So I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer with hyaluronic acid. I got this at TJ Maxx for $2.99. So not a big investment here, but let's see what it can do for us. Ooh, it's a pump. I did not know that. I like that. So how is everybody doing? I feel like life just is not slowing down lately for me, which is fine. It's not a bad thing, but I'm kind of ready to slow down for a minute. I don't know how you guys feel or if things have been busy for you, but I'm feeling that I'm so tired on the weekends that I just cannot be bothered with the things that I know I want to do and accomplish, but I'm just so tired by the time the weekend gets around that I don't want to do anything at all. Like today I was like, I really should change out this backdrop. You know, I got it to be hearts more for kind of like Valentine's Day, and it's now officially April. But here we are. I have another backdrop that I haven't used since, you know, last year sometime that I could put up that's just kind of like a neutral background, but I just did not have the energy. I had enough energy to be like, okay, let's go shopping in my collection, shop my stash a little bit, you know, that sounds fun. Let's put some makeup on, maybe it'll kind of get me out of my funk a little bit so I can accomplish some of the other things that I want and need to accomplish this weekend, because then I know what happens. Like, I get into this vicious cycle with myself where I want to get stuff done, but then I'm too tired. And I kind of go, well, you know, you deserve a break. You don't need to do it. But then when I get back into the next week of work, I'm like, oh man, I didn't do that. I really should have done that. And now I feel bad that I didn't do that. But now I'm in the work week and I don't have time to do that. And it just continues and continues, as then the next week I am tired again, or next weekend, and stuff just doesn't get done because of that. I don't know if you guys that work full-time feel that way, but I definitely do. Probably could have gone in with a lot less primer, but I did 2 or 3 pumps, so I'm just trying to find any dry spots that I have remaining and use it up to make sure the skin is nice and prepped. I have no idea what this foundation is going to be like, so I want to make sure I'm giving it best shot here. And for foundation, we are going with, from MAC, the Studio Fluid SPF 15 Broad Spectrum Foundation. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Studio Fix Fluid. I also got this from TJ Maxx for $14.99. Mine's in shade NC10. Hopefully it's not too much of a yellowy or a pinky undertone. Ugh, okay. I find these bottles really annoying. Like, there's no pump, there's no anything to get it out. Like, I'm just gonna have to bloop into my hand. I hate that. The bottle said shake well, so I'm just shaking it really quickly here. Well, live and learn. So here we go. A whole foundation. I'm gonna have to use that. I don't want to repurchase, just literally because I don't like that kind of application, but that's what we got. Okay, that color looks like it's got a pretty neutral undertone. I'm gonna see how good the coverage is of just the foundation itself, and then if I need to kind of go in and conceal on top of that, I can, but I want to see what kind of coverage we're gonna get from it just by itself initially. It smells very Wet n Wild. Like, here we are, MAC, you know, more expensive brand. It's got that paint thinner smell that the Wet n Wild little bottle does, that you have to do the same thing and just kind of like dab it out. So Wet n Wild one is what, like $7-8 at this point, and the cheap price at TJ for this was, what did I just tell you guys, $15. So that doesn't bode well. Okay, this smells, it's very strongly scented. I don't know if that's because it's old or what, but it is paint thinner central. It is like nail polish on my face right now. Hopefully that scent dissipates, or we're gonna have a problem. Please tell me if you have used this foundation. Did you also smell the scent that I'm smelling? All right, well, I hated every second of that. The shade match is okay, you know. I'm a ghost, but I actually am a ghost, so it's not like the product did that to me. I've still got a little bit peeking through here. I might try to go in with a little concealer. It does feel very lightweight, I'll give it that. Ooh, that's gonna be a long journey to use that whole bottle of foundation with it smelling like that. Yikes. This isn't anything new. This is just the Wet n Wild Incognito that I've had. So I know how this performs, but I don't have like tons of concealer, so I'm just kind of using what I have here. All right, while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. Mine is in Brunette. I haven't used this in a while. It's also not a new to me product, but I'm just getting kind of tired of the Item Beauty one. Like, it's fine, but I don't know. I just need to mix it up, but not actually, you know, buy a new product. So I'm just using stuff I have. I think my pomade is a little dried out, but that's okay. It's still coming off on the brush. I just say that because it's like balling up. Like, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's like little, when I'm doing my brush, it's not like super creamy. It's kind of balling up in there, but it's not like coming off in chunks or anything on the brow. So I guess I can live with that. All right, I'm using my Farrah Medium Angled Shading 5.5E brush just to blend out this concealer. So it is April, and as much as you might think it's like, oh, the school year is starting to wind down. I am a teacher, for those of you that didn't know or might be new here. That's not the case. It's really not. So I am a music teacher, so we still have all of our like spring performances and things. So I've got a field trip I'm taking next week for a theater show. I've got a talent show that my show choirs host. It's like a fundraiser for them that we still have auditions and judges to find and all of this stuff. I've got, we do a thing called the Arts Festival that like showcases all of the performing and visual arts in the entire district. That's a really big event, as well as the regular spring choir concerts, awards, banquets, all of that stuff. So if anything, May, I would say, and December are my busiest times of the school year. Just gonna set that concealer a little bit. I'm going in with this Lunar Beauty sponge that I got from the mystery box. I really like how soft it is, and I like the shape of it. It's much like there's an e.l.f. one and the Laura Lee Los Angeles one I have that you can get right up in here to set your concealer under your eyes. My skin looks okay. We'll see how long the foundation lasts, if it starts to break up or anything. But right now it looks okay. It does look nice and hydrated, so I'll say that e.l.f. primer did its job to hydrate, I do believe. And I'm really looking forward to, after school, I think there's only 3 days between when we're done and when I leave for a trip. So most of you that have listened for a while might remember in a Get Ready With Me, I was talking about going to Japan. It's no longer going to be Japan. The company decided not to take us to Japan. I guess with COVID we can get to Japan, but a lot of the attractions are still shut down. So they just didn't think we would have a very good experience, which I get and I appreciate. So instead we're gonna go to Italy and Greece. I'm going in next with this guy here. This is the Bronze and Blushing Duo in Lilac Love and Top Tan from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. We'll see. It looks a little satiny. Hopefully it's not too shimmery. I'm not a huge fan of a shimmery bronzer. I'm okay with the shimmery blush, but we'll see. I got this not in the most recent 21 Days Beauty sale, but the one before that at Ulta, this was half off. So I think I paid $16, which I thought was like okay, because you know, that's like $8 for a bronzer and $8 for a blush. I've heard that these are very like not pigmented, like you have to really build them up a lot. Looks like already there's quite a bit of kickback in the pan. I'm using my Luxie 504 large angled brush. I feel like that's showing up. Oh yeah, for sure. You can see the side with nothing compared to the side that I put some on there. That's okay. So yeah, I am really looking forward to 12 days in Italy and in Greece. I have never traveled overseas, like would have been the case for Japan or like now as I'm going to Europe. And I haven't traveled anywhere, period, like most people in years now. So I am really looking forward to that trip. That trip originally was supposed to happen last summer, and it was supposed to be kind of like a congratulations to myself for finishing my master's degree. And also just a celebration of, I turned 30 last summer. And so I really didn't get to celebrate with this trip or do anything like that last summer. I still celebrated like with my family, of course, but this was just supposed to be, like I said, kind of like a reward to myself, because the master's program I was in was a summers only program. And to get 30 credit hours for a master's degree takes some time. So I did 6 summers of summer school in order to get my master's degree. So, you know, last summer was the first summer in 6 summers that I wasn't in school instead of teaching school during my summer break. So that was something to celebrate in my mind. So now I finally get to celebrate and go on the trip for those accomplishments of, you know, education and of being alive this many years. I don't know what to say about the birthday part. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. They're getting down to the final preparations, like checking passports and all that stuff. And that's the thing I'm really looking forward to, other than I'm planning right now an engagement party for Wesley and I sometime in June. It's just gonna be small, like we're not gonna have all of our wedding guests come to the engagement party. It's just gonna be family and anybody that is gonna be like in the actual wedding party. So that's kept me busy with trying to make arrangements and plans for all of that. That's been a kind of a challenge really though, because like I said, I've been so busy with all the preparations for all these events at work that there's not enough hours in the day. That's just all what it boils down to. There's not enough hours in the day for me to do everything I want and need to for work, but also for everything I want and need to do for me in my personal life. I think this blush and bronzer duo, it looks very good. And honestly, as someone with large pores, like a lot of my large pores are here, but you can still see even in this area sometimes my pores. This looks very, I don't know, smoothing the right word, blurring, we'll say. This looks very blurring, like my pores are not visible out there like they usually are. I quite enjoy that. That was nice. I was not sure if I would like it or not because some people have said some mixed things about it, but I quite like that one, you guys. It comes in a lot of shades. I just got Top Tan and Lilac Love because I thought with my skin tone it would complement it well. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. I'm happy with that. Nothing new with the gel. I'm trying to use up this Essence Lash and Brow situation. I don't like it. The applicator is way too big in my opinion, but here we are. So on the wedding front too, a lot of the planning and things has been me. Not even because Wesley's not willing or he doesn't want to be involved, but his work has been insane as well. He has been mandated, meaning required, for the last 6 weeks to work 6 days a week. Normally he's supposed to work 8-hour shifts 5 days a week. But for the past 6 weeks, he has been working 6 days a week. They've been mandating a Saturday instead of Monday through Friday. And the Monday through Friday have been 10-hour shifts with an additional mandated Saturday 8-hour shift. So he has been working for 58 hours a week for 6 weeks. He, like me, is having the current problem of like, by the time you go to break, you're just physically dead and tired and you have no motivation to do anything. You just want to rest. Which I totally get because like I just said, I'm kind of like right there in that same boat with him. We are in survival mode right now. This is the ABH primer in case you were wondering. Unpopular opinion, I don't like it. It's too like liquidy, watery in my opinion. And no matter how little I try to use, I find it's pretty patchy on my eyelids. So just trying to use it up here. So the good thing with Wesley, at least, unlike myself, is that he is an hourly employee. So he is making a lot of overtime right now, which is nice on the whole, you know, wedding planning front. I, on the other hand, am salary, so it truly doesn't matter how many hours I put in. I will make the exact same amount. One of the downfalls of education in America, if you're asking me. All right, for the palette today, I'm gonna go into Muse Beauty. I think I got this at Black Friday. Still haven't used it, obviously. That's kind of the part of the point of this video. But this is their Rococo palette. Thought it would be very spring vibes because it has a lot of pastels in it. Ooh, nice. I don't know which way. I was thinking either like greens or like bluey purple. Trying to stay away from the neutral stuff. For this day, I don't know. I want to play with some color. Oh, do I want to go blue, purple, or green is the question. What's my vibe? What am I feeling? Kind of think I want to go like the purpley blue route. Okay, let's go for it. M441, I'm gonna start, actually, I think I'm gonna put this pink Infatuation in the crease to start with. So yeah, Wes and I have been like passing ships the past 6 weeks, which is a long time to be passing ships with your fiance, because sometimes it's like, okay, we'll see each other for like an hour or 2 tops and then go to bed and that's it. Or sometimes, depending on the day and the activity, like when I've had to get up early for a Saturday solo and ensemble, or like when we took the choir to contest, large group, far away, out of town, late at night, one of us may already be in bed or have woken up and gone, and we don't see the other one for like 2 days. But that is something we are not enjoying right now, but just trying really hard to remind ourselves that it is temporary. It's not going to be like that forever, and just, you know, doing our best to get through this busy patch. Okay, I think I'm gonna do Joyous, the purple on the outer section. I'm going in with the JS6 from Morphe. That's basically all that's been going on with me is engagement party planning, working, more working, trying to do some things around the house when I have a minute of motivation, and yeah, planning for my trip. As soon as I get back from my trip to Italy and Greece, I've got about a week in between when I get back and when the engagement party happens, and then maybe like another week later, my family is taking just like a family vacation together. And then when I get back from that, we go back into like marching band camp and show choir camp and summer things to get ready for school all over again. So I'm gonna do my best to do R&R this summer. So while it hasn't been a bad year, like it's been fine, I would say this school year is better than my past 2 years have been, if nothing else, simply because we have been in person and not trying to virtually teach this whole time. But that being said, it's still, like I said, like it's tiring just because it's a lot of hours, and I am ready for an extended break. Now, you know, you might think, well, you probably have spring break coming up soon, right? Like you can make it till then. My school like spring break is like 2 days. It's Good Friday and a Monday. A lot of schools get like a week, but not us, fam. Not us. We have 2 days plus the weekend. So you trust me, I'm still gonna be relaxing for 4 days. It will be nice. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful whatsoever, but I do wish it was a little longer. All right, I'm gonna stick with that same brush, but I'm gonna see if I can layer Blue Boy a little bit just to make the this outer corner a little deeper. That Joyous was a lot less pigmented than I was expecting, to be honest. Like, I think on camera you can see it's like a light purple haze, but it didn't really show up, in my opinion, on my eye the way it does in the pan. So let's see if we can get this Blue Boy, which is like a light blue right here, to deepen up the outer corner a little bit more. Some formulas are just meant to be more of a wash of color, and that might just be the case with this one. I was hoping they would be like kind of brighter pastels the way they are in pan, but so far that hasn't been the case, which, you know, doesn't make it a bad formula. It just means it wasn't what I was expecting. Sometimes I have a light wash color day too, you know, that's what I want, but that wasn't what I wanted today. But it's okay. I have something in my little box here that I pulled out in case I needed an extra little pizzazz. All right, let's test the quality of this shimmer here in this palette. I'm going to go in with Royal, and I just already have a feeling that I'm going to need my finger for this. Okay, Lackluster it is. Got it. Sticking to my finger and not coming off on my lid. That is disappointing. Let's go in with an M456, see if we get any more luck with a brush. Nope, it's she's coming off on the brush, but it's just not showing up, people. It's just not. Well, that is disappointing to me, because I really like when they used to be Muse Beauty. I guess I told you Muse Beauty because that's what's on the packaging. They're now Love Beauty. They've changed their name since then. When it was Muse Beauty, the Van Gogh palette is amazing quality. It's very pigmented and the shimmers are amazing. I really like that one. So that's actually why I went back to purchase more from the brand. But this one is not giving the way that one was. I mean, it's easy to blend out, you know, you get a nice little wash of color, but okay. We're just gonna put her away and pull out my other fun thing in here to see if that can give us a little bit more. The thing I want to pull out is from Nomad Cosmetics. This is their, what is this called? Multichrome Disco Shadow Palette. Ooh, I've had this a while too, but haven't used it. This one's just fun. Like, look at the packaging, how shiny it is. I think they still have this, question mark, I'm not sure. Studio 54 palette. It's just a little quad, but they're all supposed to be multi-chromes. Yeah. So let's see, I've got a little purple and pink moment. So I guess I'll go in with this pinky one called I'm Coming Out. Do I want glitter glue? Probably. Let's not get fallout. The complexion's actually looking pretty good. A little settling in my fine lines, but that is pretty much every single foundation that I use these days. Because like I said, I'm 30 now and fine lines are just what happens. Okay, I'm just gonna put some like in this center section here. just to give us a little pop of sparkle. That's the Ulta Beauty Glitter Primer, if you're wondering. I know a lot of people like the NYX one, but that's just what I have. All right, and this is a Refer 2 brush, by the way. Going in on I'm Coming Out. And there's like nothing sticking to the brush. Okay, we're going in with the finger. What is up with our luck today, people? It is all over the place. Okay, here we go. Ooh, thought it was gonna be more flaky than it is, but ooh, okay. Yes, we can work with this. We can work with this. I don't know if it's really showing up on camera the way it is in person, but that's a pretty little highlight moment. Honestly, you might be able to use this as a multi-dimensional highlighter. That's pretty. Okay, okay, okay. We're saving it. We're saving it. Yeah, so this is like a pinky, bluey, I don't know. It says multi-chrome, but I just see mostly pink and blue. Maybe they're claiming it's pink, blue, purple is why they're saying multi-chrome, but yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use whatever's left as a little highlight. Oh, it has a little bit of a pink base, maybe not so good as a highlighter. That's okay. I can go back in with my foundation brush and pretend it never happened. Yeah, I like that a lot better now. That's nice. That would be a nice inner corner too. So here's the quad in case you were wondering. It's got a pinky, a yellow, a green, and a blue. Just little topper shades to use. Just in situations like this where you're just not getting enough without it. Yeah, this is kind of a light look. I've been doing a lot of spring looks lately, but you know, it's April, so I feel like if any time's the time to do that is now. I do need something a little something for a little shadow liner here. Let me find something. All right, guys, I've got the Michaela X Glam Light palette here. I told you I pull this one in all the time when I need a little something extra. And I'm just gonna use Frisky down here at the bottom. It's kind of deeper berry. I'm gonna do a little bit of a berry wing to go with this purple look. And I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M508 to do that. All right, I think I went a little too thick with the liner on one side, but I'm gonna fix it here. Yeah, see, this is more what I wanted. This is what I got over here. We're a little burgundy heavy on one side, but can't be perfect every time, you know? It's okay, let me take a little clean brush here and blend a bit. All right, that'll have to do. I still think it's still giving me like the lifted effect I wanted, so it's okay. Ooh, while I'm in here, I think I'm gonna go into Nas, this little sparkly one here on an M560 and just give myself a little inner corner moment, because why not? This is more of like a cool tone, silvery purple. I really like the Glam Light Shimmer formula. This one, between this one and the wine palette, it's really nice, you guys. Okay, and let's see if this works. I did pull out a little teeny little blue Glimmer Sticks eyeliner. I don't even know where I got this because it's Avon and I don't buy from Avon, but we've got it, so let's use it. It's a sapphire blue liner. I'm gonna try this in the waterline. Okay, well the color looks good on my hand. Like when I draw on my hand, it's coming off. And it's staying on my hand, like it seems pretty waterproof, but I can't get it to go in my waterline. So that's fun. Yeah, this is not going in my waterline. I don't know if I would be able to like use it on the upper line. Okay, so it would work more for like tight lining, maybe it looks like, or for like the upper lash line. Although I know I'm not supposed to pull my lids like this. It's showing up a little bit, but it's not going in the waterline. That's disappointing. I will say though, it is like actually layering on top of the shadow, at least on the upper lash line. Unlike that stinking Fenty liner I tried, I'll leave that video in the corner linked if you haven't seen it. That was literally like taking my eyeshadow off with it when it wasn't laying down. So there's an improvement somewhere, I guess. All right, well, so much for a fun color in my waterline. I mean, I've got a green here too, but I don't know if green's like, I have this metallic green. I don't want to put that in the waterline. The only other thing I have in here is like yellow and brown. So I'm just gonna leave it. I would love to hear in the comments what you guys have going on. Like I said, I haven't like checked in with you guys and done just like a get ready with me in a while. The cats are all good. Garfield is well adjusted now. I think we've had him a little over 4 months. They've gotten into their little routines really well with the new cat here. Adelaide, you know, just wants to be by herself and hate everybody as normal. She's a calico. And Salem, our 2-year-old black cat, just wants to harass everyone. Like, he just wants attention constantly. So they're fun. I love their little personalities. All right, next up, if I can figure out how in the world to open it, I'm gonna do the Knobless skin glazing. Ah, here we go, okay. I think I also got this one in the, not this past one, but the 21 Days of Beauties ago from Ulta. This is the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in shade Privilege. I'm going in with the JH09. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that is nice and glassy. No cast whatsoever. That's what I've really been loving in highlighters lately, is that like invisible to shine moment. That's really nice. I like that. Again, this was in shade Privilege. They've got several shades, but this one I think said it was supposed to be like kind of duochromy. I don't know that I'm seeing duochromy like peach pinky, but that could be just because it's really blending in nicely with that blush and making it look like a shimmery blush or like a blush topper, which I'm fine with too. Okay, that's nice. It's not the most like bam highlighter ever, but that's okay. I actually like it a lot. It's very like skin-like. And for mascara, I have this Buxom Lash Mascara in Blackest Black. I don't even know where I got this, people. It's a little tiny like deluxe sample, so it's probably a freebie with something that I got and threw in the drawer and didn't remember. It's a really long skinny wand. I didn't even read the claims, you guys. I just went in. This seems like the kind of wand I would really like for my lower lash line. All right, let's read the claims and then I'll go in with the second coat. Visibly volumizes and lengthens for fuller looking lashes. Hourglass shaped brush. Is that hourglass? Is that hourglass, you guys? I guess maybe a little. It looks pretty skinny and straight. Separates and defines. Okay. Well, let's just dip her back in and go for a second coat. Definitely showing up, so that's good. Now, the one thing this doesn't have as a claim that I usually like in a mascara is something that's lifting or curling. That's not a claim. I do see that it's lengthening though. I'll give it that. It's kind of separating. I don't think it's volumizing really at all. It's a solid okay for me, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'll use it. See it there on my lashes. Sorry to give you an up the nose shot, but I don't know how else to show you the mascara. It's fine. The only thing that would make me like dislike it is if it ends up transferring on my brow bone, because I have quite a few mascaras that do that and I hate that with a passion when that happens. So it's okay. It's just fine. I do believe even with that hydrating primer though that I'm feeling a little dry on the skin. So I'm gonna go in with some setting spray just to rehydrate everything. I'm not gonna spray it on my face though, because the one I'm trying to use up, the nozzle is jacked. It is really just messed up. So I'm just gonna spray it on this sponge. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Setting Spray. 12-hour wear, minimizes pores. Like I said, I've been using this. I'm trying to use it up because the nozzle is really just terrible. Like it spits everywhere. It's not a fine mist whatsoever. It was better when I first started using it, but it got worse as I kind of went. So this is just how I'm trying to use up the product and not waste it, but also not totally destroy my makeup. All right, let's do a lip. So I pulled out from the Balm the Meet Matte Hues Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in shade Committed. I'm pretty sure I got this little dude in the Ipsy. I'm sure it's gonna be drying. I thought the shade would go okay, because it's like kind of rosy, but not too out there. It smells terrible. I just happened to catch a whiff of it as I was putting it on. Ugh. It also feels very dry. All right, well, I'm gonna guess with how this smells, it is possibly expired. It seems pretty dry in there, like maybe I've used this 2 or 3 times and it already seems like it's almost empty, which at this point I'm okay with because, yeesh. Okay, luckily I put a gloss in here to try to save the day. This is from Ofra, it's in shade Truffle. I think I got this in a mystery box. And I think I'm gonna go in with my finger because I don't wanna get this color all over the applicator. This is a little bit more of a brown color, which I thought would tone down kind of like pinky rosiness of this shade. And in this case, help us with this, ooh, dry feeling. All right, that at least helped with the feeling a little bit. I don't know if it really like affected the color that much, but I do like Ofra's gloss. It's pretty hydrating and it's not like the thing where you like separate your lips and it's like gloopy, stringy, disgusting. So yeah, I think that might be all, you guys. Let me do some finishing touches and I'll be back. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Whenever I put my hair back like this and I'm like, okay, my hair is just back, I didn't do anything special with it, I do like to throw on a pair of earrings, especially like these hoops. My brother got me these. They are just little clip-ons, of course. I don't have pierced ears, but I really like these because they are super lightweight and they don't pinch whatsoever and they don't give me a headache, which unfortunately a lot of the like clip-on or clamp whatever not real pierced earrings that I've like not real faux earrings that I've tried have done that. Like they hurt and they give me terrible headaches and then I'm like, I can't even wear these, I can't do it. So these are really nice, and yeah, I feel like when you put your hair back or your hair is not really done, just throwing on a piece of earrings kind of like gives you the put together look. Or like I probably could put a necklace on too. I'm wearing my Get a Little Out of Line shirts that we wore like little lyrics from Shania Twain's song, I Feel Like a Woman, for my sister-in-law's bachelorette party. So yeah, I'm just wearing that at home today. And yeah, let's kind of go through some hits and misses. I'm gonna try to remember everything I used here. So things that were, let's start with the negative. Let's get the negative out of the way so we can end on a good thing. Okay, so the Balm lip, I think I've used that before, but I didn't remember it being bad like that. That was not good. That was just plain not good. The MAC Studio stuff, the smell was awful, and like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say it's bad because it does look fine, but it, like, there's no pump, you gotta put it on your hands. Like, I'm not into that, so I would not get either of those again because of the smell, if nothing else. They're gross. Things that were just okay. The Buxom mascara, just okay. Sadly, like this makes me sad, but the Rococo palette from Kyliv, it was just okay. I'll try it again. Like, you know, I only tried, let's see, pink, purple, a blue, a shimmer. I tried only 4 shades and there are quite a few shades. So, you know, the deepest thing is the wing, and I did that from the Glam Light palette. So we kind of had to borrow in from some things, but that was just okay. The primer, I think I liked it. It came out kind of like lotion, which makes me nervous though, because things that are like creamy or lotion like that usually break me out. So I'm crossing my fingers, scared, because usually I need hydration, but I need something more gel-like, and this was like lotion what I was putting on. Like it was a creamy white color. So I'm a little scared about that, but I really like how my skin looks. So as long as it doesn't break me out, this will be great, especially for $2.99. Like, that's amazing. And with hyaluronic acid as a skincare ingredient as well. So I liked that. I liked the Nabla skin glazing. Like I said, it's not like bam, but it's definitely noticeable. It's there. I like that, okay. And I liked the Nomad Multichrome Disco palette. Like, that was nice. I would say my favorite item of the video though, like maybe this surprised you, and this is the only thing I've ever tried from this brand so far. But the Jaclyn Cosmetics, the, oh, what is this called? The Bronze and Blushing Duo. That's my favorite thing of the whole video, you guys. My cheeks look very good. I usually have a lot of texture in here and it looks very smooth. It's very blurring. I really like this one a lot. This makes me excited to try more from this brand. I know people might have mixed feelings about Jaclyn Cosmetics or just about Jaclyn in general, but I genuinely enjoyed it, and while it wasn't super pigmented right away, I actually enjoyed that. Like, I like to build it to the level I want versus, you know, I'm sure some of you have tried things where you dip in, put it on, and you're like, oh, and it's such like a stripe that it's hard to then blend out. I would much rather have this. So yeah, I think that's everything, guys. What do you think? Did we do something here? I don't know. I'm just staying at home anyway, so what does it matter? You know what I mean? Thanks so much if you watched all the way to the end. I had a good time. I definitely feel in a better mood and less like blah, unmotivated, exhausted than I did at the beginning of the video. And I felt like I get to try a lot of new stuff without spending any money, which is also always great. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.